What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, like always on all podcast platforms that work. BrandonJaneauShow. Social media, Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Just like my YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Go subscribe, comment. I do comment back, man. Like the vids. It helps out with the algorithm. Appreciate you guys that have subscribed this year. We're getting close to the end, man. Another year. That's nuts. It's been a crazy thing. Thanksgiving is literally Thursday, so uh, try to get all these episodes out before Thursday. Chill, of course. About to start my end of the year list, so a lot of awards, a lot of things going on. One team that would not be on that list is who I'm doing this episode on, and that is Bleed Purple and Gold, and that is the LSU Tigers. LSU won last night, 24-17 over Vanderbilt. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, man. I had better shit to do with my time than to watch LSU. I had better shit to do with my time than to watch LSU. So why am I doing this episode? Because I want to talk about this, man. LSU could have possibly been in the conversation. Well, not really, because they would have been lost the opportunity to get into the conversation. Even after yesterday, they lost the. If they would have beat Bama, maybe we would have had a conversation to get into the SEC championship game. But even in that sense, it's just like this shit is bad. This shit's over. Um, Brian Kelly lost Bryce Underwood, the number one player in the high school rankings for 2025. The man was committed to us. Of course, now with the NIL deals, he took a lot more money to flip to his native Michigan Wolverines. I totally understand. I get it 100%. But that's still a huge knock to Brian Kelly as a head coach because you just had this. It's not like Michigan is that much richer than LSU. Come on, man. Like, let's be 100. Like, let's keep it a bean. But the fact that this kid, you had him and then you lost him. There's no explaining that shit. Last night, you had fans even cheering when Vanderbilt scored the first touchdown. Fire Brian Kelly. Fire Brian Kelly. Like I said last week, Brian Kelly's not getting fired because the immediate the immediate the immediate backlash it would probably cause, which I don't think it would. It should be backlash. I don't think it should be because I don't think that you know that LSU, like Brian Kelly, has been great for LSU the last couple of years. I really do believe it's Jay Daniels. Jay Daniels made his tenure, the first 2 years of his tenure, very fucking easy for him. Jay Daniels was just that fucking talented. I think that this is Brian Kelly's situation right now. He has to figure out how to fix this, and beating Vanderbilt and now playing against Oklahoma, who beat Alabama last night for the last game of the season, doesn't fix this shit for you. I don't think going 8-4 in a season and what what 4-5-3 in conference is going to fix something like this. We're both eligible, great. We're gonna play against some fucking rink-a-dink team from the Big Ten and the Cheesy Bowl next this upcoming New Year's Eve or some shit. You know, we're gonna play some team, the Capital. the Popeyes Bahamas Bowl or some shit. We're gonna play somebody in the Popeyes Bahama Bowl or some shit. That is what it is, man. This team is not good. It's not good. The last couple of weeks you've started to run the ball a little bit more, great. But bro, you this is a massive hit to Brian Kelly. Next year, he's on a hot seat. He's on a hot seat immediately. This ain't some shit that just immediately on the hot seat. He's immediately on the hot seat next year because it's not just that you. It's not just now that, like I said, you're like the 7, 8 best team in the SEC now. That's a problem. You're like the 7, 8 best team in the SEC now. That's a problem. You're not even competing with some of these teams. Alabama, Georgia, Texas. Those are just the three. Not to mention Ole Miss. Like I said, next year we'll be on the road a lot more next year. We start our season against Clemson next year. Clemson, who could possibly win the ACC this year. This is this is an indictment on Brian Kelly. Next year, I definitely believe coming into the SEC next year, next season for him will be a make or break season. It's his fourth year. This is starting to become all of your players that you are recruiting and bringing in through the transfer portal. You better fix this shit. And that's the thing, man. I don't. Listen, LSU is what LSU is. Like I said, us beating Vanderbilt, cool, whatever. I think if we was in Vanderbilt, they would have beat us. I just think LSU is what it is. This season, I think we've already died on a hill that this team this year. We never was good. We never really since the USC game. We went on a winning streak, but every podcast episode, I literally told everybody every podcast episode, can't run the ball, and we can't stop. Now last night we did enough to stop Diego, but not that much. This team is I don't know, man. Next year, this whole if you keep the defensive coordinator and if you keep the defensive coordinator, you keep the offensive coordinator. I'm assuming I don't know if you should because he had no real understanding of what the fuck to do for most of the season. I mean, yeah, man. I get ready to see what the schedule gonna look like next year. I know we start with Clemson, but I know we're gonna probably be on the road at Ole Miss. We're definitely probably gonna be on the road at Alabama, and then they're probably gonna give us a team that we haven't played yet, like Texas. They're gonna give us probably Texas or Kentucky or Tennessee. They're gonna test us next year. They're gonna definitely test us. I would test us next year. I would definitely do it. I'll see if y'all really built like that. LSU won. Congratulations. You're now, like I said, you're gonna be in a bowl game. Some Tito's bowl shit. Some stupid ass bowl they creating for you. They gonna create some stupid ass bowl. Like I said, the Popeyes Bahamas bowl, some shit. And LSU's gonna go there, and they're probably gonna either lose or win. And I don't really give a shit. Next week they play Oklahoma. I will not be talking about that game. I will be talking about it on Bleed Black and Gold after the Saints game next week after they play the Rams. Um, I have no feelings of talking about the LSU Tigers the rest of this year. There's nothing left to talk about. The season's over. They're done. You, yeah. And here's the thing, man. The SEC this year was very complicated, especially at the end of the year, especially after yesterday. I've been said the SEC wasn't great as a conference, even though people kept screaming it was. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck y'all watching. It's not great, but it is what it is. You learn, you live and you learn. LSU, like I said, it is what it is, man. So yeah, LSU won 24-17 over Vanderbilt. Congratulations, I guess. Next week they play Oklahoma to close out the season in Baton Rouge, and then they will be awaiting a bowl game. This will be the last purple and bleed purple and gold of this season. I'll see you guys next year for the Bleed Purple and Gold podcast. First game of the season, like I said, is Clemson. So I'll see you guys next year for the first, well, the preview show. I'll be doing the LSU preview show next year for 2025. But until then, this is the end of Bleed Purple and Gold. I'll be doing the Bleed Purple and Gold podcast episode, just not on the Bleed Purple and Gold podcast episode. It'll just be on Bleed Black and Gold next week. I'll talk about the game against Oklahoma, but that's about it. Until next time, man. I am Brandon Janeau. This is Bleed Purple and Gold. Peace.